Hi darlings, thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. And today I have a Bible journaling process for you in my illustrating Bible. And I am illustrating, or I am journaling day 2 in the Walk This Way by the Well for God May devotional. So I have been really enjoying it so far, taking lots of notes. And I am going to go ahead and journal day 2. It was so meaningful to me. And yeah, we're going to be journaling in the book of Acts in chapter 11, verse 23. So let's get started. I have some things pulled that I knew I wanted to use, like this library pocket stamp that was one of the coordinating stamps that you could have gotten as an add-on. I did my prayer journaling already in a spiritual prescription card to have that handy, and I pulled some things that I knew I wanted to use already, so I will be linking everything below towards the end of the video, and let's dig in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to work on is my background, and I just got a new pink color sponge sugar that I knew was going to match perfectly with this kit. So I'm using that color and Tattered Rose together to do the smooshing method. You know, this has been my jam lately, just adding some soft color in the background. It's quick, it's easy. I love using Distress Oxide inks. I'm going to dry that off and then place that to the side. And now I'm going to use this library card or library pocket stamp set from ByTheWell4God, and I am going to use it on this beautiful plaid paper. I am going to just go ahead and put that against the back of my hand because it's a new stamp, to grab some oil, and then I'm going to stamp that down really good with my favorite Versa Fine Black Onyx ink. So I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to show you that on the dotted line is where you're actually going to fold and crease. Now I couldn't find my scoreboard, so I'm just using the back side of my tweezers that I use for craft, but all you have to do is fold and score along those lines, making it nice and crisp so you can make your pocket. So the bold lines is where you cut, and then the dotted line is where you would fold. So I did do my journaling or my prayer journaling already on this spiritual prescription card, and I get it nice and ready. I round off the corners, and I don't end up using this card, but you'll see what I end up using later on. But it fits perfectly, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to my page. So now I am just going to see where I'm going to place my elements. So first, I am going to put some adhesive on the 3 sides of my pocket because I know I want that towards the bottom to house my journaling. And then I'm just going to make sure that my journaling fits, and it does, which is perfect. And then I'm going to start working on the top of my page. So I have these Converses that also have this beautiful plaid, and there was also a faux washi strip that also had this beautiful plaid. This plaid has all the spring colors, and it just speaks to me, so I really wanted to incorporate it. So I used that towards the top, and then I'm just going to layer the other elements on there. I wanted to use this sign that said "Walk This Way," just pointing me to walk in the way of this specific day that's speaking to us about encouraging others. And then I'm going to also do the matching Converses that also has a plaid. So I layer all that towards the top of my page, and now I'm going to work on stamping out my title. This devotional day is so good. It talks about Barnabas, and it talks about how he was called or nicknamed the son of encouragement, and he encouraged 4 different types of group of people. He encouraged the disadvantaged in Acts 4:36-37, the unconnected in Acts 11:23, the suspect in Acts 9:27, and the failure in Acts 15:39. Now, I love that it points out 4 different groups of people that he encouraged, but it also encourages us to encourage these people that may come along our way. So I stamp out my title, which is "Be an Encourager," because we want to be an encourager like Barnabas. And then I decide I actually want some more blue on this page. So I pulled out this blue wood grain pattern paper, and I am going to rewrite my journaling and my prayer on this journaling card. That's actually the matching journaling card that comes in the stamp set with the From the Library of God library pocket. So it fits perfectly. I love the blue. It brings the blue out from the plaid, and I decided to go with that instead of what I already had. So now I'm trying to see, how am I going to number this? I have been numbering with the extra numbers that we get. And so what I'm going to do is also use the, I believe it was, if you were one of the first 300, you would have got this small mini stamp that has the numbers. And I'm going to go ahead and add the number 2. So I know this is day 2 in my devotional. And then I'm going to go in further and I'm going to add in some journaling. This day was so good. One of the things that I loved that it talked about was if we are actively looking for the grace of God in other people's lives. And that's something that I wrote down in my journaling. I wrote, Lord, help me see the grace of God in others. Help me see them through your eyes and show me who I must encourage and when to encourage them. Towards the bottom of this library card, I do put the Walk This Way from the clear sticker, just to remember that this is the devotional I got it from. And now I punched out a tab, and I'm just going to rough it up along the edges with some black ink, kind of giving it that distressed look so it matches the library card. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the top, and using my Tim Holtz stapler that I finally found in my stash. It had been lost for a while, and I'm gonna date my page as well. I was gonna add a bow to the top of my page, but I end up foregoing it because there's already a lot going on at the top. And then I just top it off with my journaling, and that is about it. I loved looking at all the ways we can encourage people in our family, in our friends, in our community, in our family of God, in church. It's very important that we follow this example of Barnabas, who is such an encourager to so many people. That is it, darlings. I love how it turned out, even though I had to go with a different plan than I originally did. And that's okay too. Even though I used this library card, I'm going to keep this spiritual prescription card where I put my prayer. I'm just going to keep it right here in my devotional. I will washi tape it in here just so I can look back at it when I am going back through the devotional. But I really love how this turned out. I'm going to link everything that I used below. It was super fun to use the library card pocket stamp. I'm going to link that as well if it's still available. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me here. If you are new here, I hope you consider liking and subscribing to my channel. I would love to have you to be a part of my darlings. And for all of you that always come back to my channel and always come back and leave me comments, I appreciate you so much for you supporting my channel, supporting this ministry, and I just love you. And thank you so much for joining me each and every video, darlings. God bless. Bye.